All right, Brad Holmes just did it again. More information coming in, and it's just like, man, this guy's unbelievable. Before we get started, let me know in the comments your score prediction for Lions versus Rams. Just about 10 days away now. I think it's going to be. I think the Lions win this one, and I think it's 27-24. It's going to be a tight game. Stafford is good. He just is, and so he's going to keep them in the game. But the Lions too much, and I think they get the win, especially at home. I love it. So here's what happened. I saw this and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, this is just awesome. Brad Holmes is the man, and I got this name popped back up. Lewis Seen. You remember this? 2022. It was the draft where we traded with the Vikings to come up, get Jamison Williams, an explosive, awesome player. Really came up a bunch of spots. The Vikings take our spot. They take Lewis Seen, who we were all mocked to get. It's like safety. Okay. So instead, we get playmaker guy on the edge. Vikings get Lewis Seen, and he has been cut. Can't even get on the field. Not even a good player. And it's like, oh my gosh, thank you. Love it. Next one. Same thing was kind of happening where Tennessee Titans. Oh shoot. What we got here? Got us ads galore. Tennessee Titans just traded Malik Willis for a 7th round pick to the Packers. 7th round pick out of Liberty. I remember this. It was like, you got to take Malik Willis. He's dynamic. The Lions really going to stick with Jared Goff. They got to take Malik Willis, and everybody was pumped, myself included, because I'm like, man, this dude, he's mobile. What are we going to stick with Goff the rest of our lives? I was wrong. Brad Holmes does not go that route, sticks with Goff. Obviously, rest is history. Jared Goff tearing it up. Other one that we really wanted, thought it made total sense, need that stud linebacker in the middle, is Nakobe Dean. Remember, he fell and he fell to the 3rd round, and he was mocked to the Lions in the 1st round. And we don't take Nakobe Dean. Then we don't take him again in the 2nd round. Then the 3rd round, we don't take him. Hasn't even been on the field. Can't get healthy. He's saying, I'm back. He's like, I'm not back. I'm better. So he's trying to rehab. He's trying to find his way back onto the field. So there's 3 examples as cut days come of guys that can't get on the field, traded, or this guy who, or no, cut, traded, and trying to just get back on. Guys that we thought were home runs that Brad Holmes should draft, the Lions should draft. And this is back before we knew Brad Holmes was a genius. He passes on him, but now here we are with a roster that's just incredible. And now, instead of these guys and monkeying around with that, there's a couple thoughts I have about the final roster and how Brad Holmes has really put this roster together. Again, you've got the best offensive line in football right now. Yes, a little older, but they're going to mitigate that with some younger guys that they're trying to bring on. Mahogany is one of those guys, rookie. But right now, 1 year, best offensive line in football. Then you've got a 2-headed monster at running back, dynamic players. That's what Brad Holmes was so smart to go do, is go get Jahmyr Gibbs, Jamison Williams. You've got your rock steady Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta. So offensively, it's like one of the best offenses in the league, well run, with an offensive coordinator that's super bright and been in the league now, or been in the offensive coordinator now consistently with Jared Goff for 4 years. That's what the offense is under that Brad Holmes has compiled. Next, you look at defensively. This took longer because you can't do it all at once, but now it finally feels complete. Defensive line complete with DJ Reader now joining Aleem McNeil and Aiden Hutchinson. Linebackers just seem that they've developed, and like guys like Derek Barnes, who we've heard about for year after year, but it does feel like he's finally there where you just feel good about where he's at. Now the secondary is fully revamped. So Brad Holmes takes advantage of things and makes it happen. He's been aggressive with trades. He doesn't sit back and slowly build through the draft. He's gone up and got aggressive with Jamison Williams, the trade we just saw with the Minnesota Vikings. They take Lewis Seen. He's cut. Can't even make the team. But then he's able to find guys like Lauren Strickland. So one of my takeaways of the 53-man roster, if you saw, was at safety, the Lions kept Lauren Strickland out of like Ball State. We thought we were set at safety. So in order to get this guy, I was like, what's going on with him? So let's take a look at this. Lauren Strickland Here's just one example. So he's going to come in from the left of the screen, following the man in motion. Oh, shoot. It's kind of grainy. Doesn't matter. You'll still get the idea. Follows the man in from motion. He's sitting back here. The play's going to go over to our right real fast, and he makes the tackle. Okay, so that is why he made the team. In the backfield. So he makes the tackle in the backfield. He's way over here. I mean, these linebackers can't even get up there and make this play. And so Brad Holmes has been so good at finding the blue chip players, the depth pieces, and some of these unique guys. So an undrafted free agent rookie, Lawrence Strickland, is the 8th highest graded safety in the NFL in the preseason. You can see the different snaps that he took and where he's at. But you've got Brian Branch, who can go nickel or safety. You've got Melon Fonwu, who was a corner, now is at safety. You've got Strickland you can put in there. You've got Joseph, who's provided a lot of depth. There's so much more depth now that I just can't really believe the depth combined with just the high-end talent. It is really good. Another one is the tight end position. The Lions cut Shane Zylstra and James Mitchell, two guys that, man, really felt good about. But now look at that tight end room in just a few years after we traded TJ Hawkinson, and you're thinking, well, man, what are we going to do? Well, Sam Laporta, who's like, looks like an all-time tight end, and after his rookie year, like, what the heck? Brock Wright, who's steady as can be, and now they go with Parker Hesse, who's a great tight end, and that great third tight end. So that was a little bit of a surprise, but also like, wow, that's perfect. You get Isaiah Williams, guy undrafted free agent. You have Hendon Hooker, who shaky, but the ceiling that he can provide at quarterback versus Sudfeld is just night and day. Sudfeld doesn't even have a ceiling. He's at his ceiling. Hendon Hooker, man, keep working. Remember, this is an all-new offense. At Tennessee, if you watch that, way spread out, he's in shotgun, just drop back, just hoisting the ball. I mean, he's just looking for anything he can do. Where here, there's a lot more play action, under center, back to the defense as you're in play action. You got to turn around, know where you're going. So much different. He'll keep working on that. This is basically his rookie year, his first training camp. I think the Lions, like, he'll be fine. We just keep working with him. He'll be fine. We can't be screwing around with Sudfeld. So I'm confident in that. So Brad Holmes just has this all dialed in, plus free agency. He talked about free agents want to come to Detroit now, but they didn't overdo it either. Like, I know that, but we're not going to overdo it. Free agents want to come here. Guys want to stay here, big contracts. Brad Holmes is taking care of it from every angle. And I think that's what's really exciting. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Brad Holmes just does it again, with more proof that he does it again with the cuts that we just saw. So let me know your thoughts, and we'll see all of you on the next one.